Okay, so my name is Evelyn Spengler. I'm going to guide us through just a 15 minutes. It's often just a little bit shorter, even meditation. And I've been trying to put forward before we do the meditation that there's nothing you have to do or feel like when you're done. And that can be a common misunderstanding, even for people like myself who I meditate all the time. But sometimes you go into it like, excellent, when I'm done, I'm going to feel so much better. I'm going to feel different than I did when I started. And that's not necessarily always the case. But it does help us sort of regulate down and calm down, so it does help those things, but our life is still our life. We're not changing the things outside of the meditation space, but grounding down more into the present. So with that in mind, be comfortable. If you're here seated, it's okay to fidget in your chair and settle now. And even as we continue, if you're watching the recording and laying down, it's okay to fidget and have a little wiggle. But either way, have a long spine, whether seated or laying down, and relax the shoulder blades. Hands in your lap if you're seated, maybe palms to the ceiling. And if you're comfortable with it, close your eyes. Begin with some breath acknowledgement and a couple of big breaths. So pull your breath in through your nose deeply, and then sigh it out of your mouth. Pull your breath in through your nose deeply. Sigh it out of your mouth. Now allow your breath to be more settled. One way of looking at it is allowing your breath to do its own natural flow of inhale, of exhale. Your breath flows in and out without your guidance in specific direction most of the day. In this instance, we're trying to allow the breath to flow freely in and out, like it does most of the day. But now you're watching it. Now you're just observant of that movement. You become more internally aware of your breath movement, the cycle of inhale and exhale. It's natural to then also notice your body. If you notice areas of your body that are holding effort, you can feel some clenched muscular effort or gripping in your joints. That actually gives you then the power to be able to soften that gripped effort, to let go of that gripped effort. Recognizing that you can let it go, you can let it soften, but it might come back, which is perfectly reasonable. Notice it again, without a story, without extra mental narrative. Just soften it or let it go and move back to acknowledging your breath. Mentioned, your breath is moving in and out of inhale and exhale all day. To notice it roots you into your present moment. Much like a tree is rooted into the ground. Trees bend and sway to deal with the wind, to deal with the storms that blow their leaves, their branches and limbs. And they grow their roots longer into the ground. The more you take time to notice your present breath in the cycle of your inhale and exhale, the longer you grow your roots into breath, the better you are at noticing your breath, in other words. There will always be distractions. There will always be challenges and extraneous variables. Inside the meditation space, outside the meditation space. Rooting yourself in breath. Gives you the power to bend and sway with the breeze or the storm. To recognize you are capable to be in this present moment, to withstand this present moment. With each inhale, I want you to imagine your roots growing deeper into the ground. And with each exhale, imagine your tree growing stronger and bigger. As you do this, recognize that it is not your job to stop the wind. It is not your job to change the storm, but rather root yourself deeper in breath. Make your tree bigger, stronger. Our mind wandering off with distracting thought or a mind chatter, no different than the tree bending and swaying in the moment of a breeze. We don't need to add to it. We need to know that we're capable of bending back into place, rooting into breath, being in this present moment. Your inhale dives down into the lungs and expands the ribs, growing the roots deeper. And your exhale, rising up and out, growing your tree stronger and bigger. The next few moments here, letting go of that specific imagery. Really just allowing yourself to be here without specific guidance on where your mind should land or should not land. Very similar to how we observed the breath without guidance, just knowing that we're noticing the breath. and its individual depth and length, noticing the exhale and its individual depth and length. Ultimately, for the next few moments, practicing the ability to notice something without attaching yourself to it. Practicing the ability to notice a thought without claiming ownership of the thought. We keep bringing it back to breath. Your next inhale, begin to slowly pull your breath in through your nose now, intentionally slow and fill up to your capacity. Hold your breath for just a moment. Soften your shoulders, relax your face. Open your mouth, exhale longer than your inhale. Control the pace, make it longer. Again, inhale, slowly fill up to capacity. Hold your breath, relax your shoulders and face. Open your mouth, exhale longer than your inhale. Again, one more time. Inhale slowly to capacity. Hold your breath, relax and soften where you can. Open your mouth, exhale longer than your inhale. And breathe steady. Keep your eyes closed for a moment, but wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate at your wrists and your ankles. And then blink your eyes open. Thank you all so much for choosing to participate today. It is always my genuine pleasure and privilege to get to share in anybody's meditation practice or yoga practice. And I hope this helps you outside of our meditation space today. Have a good day.